He's internationally recognized for being the most lovable employee of Las Vegas' gold and silver pawn shop. Pawn Stars Austin Chumlee Russell is here. Hello.
Good morning.
We got to start with the bling. Because Liza was in awe of the earrings. I want the watch. Tell us.
The ID bracelet.
I'm from Las Vegas. I forget how flashy every other place isn't.
Did you get a deal on those?
You know what? I got a deal on the bracelet and the earrings. The necklaces I all had to buy, not from the pawn shop, but I got a really good deal on them too. Everyone sells me gold for really cheap because they know how much I pay for it at the pawn shop.
Right. Yeah, we can do a haggle for those earrings during the next break. Are you surprised at all by the success of Pawn Stars? I mean, the idea that pawn shops have been around for decades, centuries, but all of a sudden people are fascinated.
You know, Rick always says pawn shops were basically the first form of banking, so they've been around for thousands and thousands of years. But to fast forward,
bankers weren't that colorful though back in the day.
No.
You can't bring your old Rolex in.
I mean, to fast forward to today in our show, though, we thought, we're going to finish out our 12 seasons for the first, or 12 episodes for the first season, and we're going to have a cool story to tell our friends for a couple years until everyone forgets about it. And here we are, almost 5 years later, and I mean, we're just about to sign our contract for 80 more episodes, and
That's awesome.
I know it premieres here in Canada, next week, and I think we're on like season 8 now. It's just crazy.
And even after doing this show for so many years, do you still get shocked and surprised by some of the people who walk in?
Some of the people and some of the stuff. I mean, you just never, we say you just never know what's going to walk through those doors, and you really don't. I mean, the same stuff walks through there, autographs walk through there all the time, but then you get something like JFK's cigar box. I mean, you're not even expecting JFK's cigar box.
How do you begin to put a price on that?
I don't. That's where we call in people, that's where, stuff like that is totally out of my realm. I wouldn't want to spend Rick's money. So Rick will call in someone that he thinks will know the most about it, and then he'll kind of listen to what they have to say, and he's real good at determining a price from gathering all the knowledge.
Speaking of your expertise, I'm a huge video game fan, and I know you're the guy who knows all about that. And I saw the Virtual Boy in the clip and everything. What's the craziest video game thing that someone's brought to you?
Probably the Atari, because we get a lot of stuff, but someone brought an Atari with literally 100 games. I mean, and I just sat there it had to be 2 weeks playing video games, making sure they all worked.
So for the non-game people, so that's basically an antique, right? It's like the Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I begged for an Atari at Christmas. I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like circa 1982-ish, maybe. Yeah.
One up from Pong?
Yeah, no, that was it. Pong
really?
was it. Yeah. So I mean, that was the one right there that started gaming what it is.
How did you get your nickname?
My friend's dad just said, "Hey, Chumlee, you're not going nowhere till you eat dinner with us tonight." I've been hanging out with his son for a while, and it was just a funny thing. It's from the show Tennessee Tuxedo. Chumlee's the dim-witted sidekick walrus. Oh, no. So it stuck.
I can see how that
it worked out for me.
How did you get into the pawn business?
I'm family friends with Corey for a long time. Rick's like a second dad to me. I was actually managing a McDonald's, and they decided they were going to open up a Quiznos. So they took me away from McDonald's. I went to work at the pawn shop.
Quiznos stole you away from McDonald's.
So needless to say, they ended up selling the Quiznos because the grass wasn't green over there. And I worked at the pawn shop and Quiznos at the same time for a few years.
It's a fine sandwich, as does McDonald's.
Yes.
And then as soon as I was done there, the show pretty much just started at that point, and it was crazy from there.
That's crazy. So you go from managing McDonald's to being like a reality. And I was just thinking, we have like some of the biggest stars of reality TV at this table this very moment.
Dan from Big Brother.
Dan here.
Back to Chumlee. But I appreciate it. Nike shoes, you're a big collector. What's the holy grail in your closet of shoes?
Wow, that's crazy. I love shoes, man. I'd have to say, I guess my Jordan 5s. I got a pair of OG Jordan 5s, but they're crackling up. I'm about to get them resold. I'm sure you know what that means, but no one else probably does.
Tell us.
Basically, you take a new shoe that has recently released, and they have the shoe originally came out like in the early 90s, so they'll take the bottom off the new shoe, they'll take the bottom off the old shoe, and they'll replace the old crusty bottom with the new sole, and basically this whole piece right here will get put on an old shoe, so you can get this Nike check back because now they have the Jordan man on it.
It's like body parts.
It's a whole other world. It's like collecting shoes.
And I wiped the shoes down before I came in.
Yeah, people are our trainer is crazy.
Yes.
For like we'll do the lineup and do the whole thing. Do people bring those into the pawn shop?
People do bring shoes in because we filmed with a couple pairs, and so people bring them in. Yeah, I'm actually decided that I'm going to give a pair away on Twitter that we bought at the pawn shop. So I bought a pair of Jordans on the pawn shop. I don't know if you saw that. So I decided I'm going to give those away when I get back to town. So.
You should say your handle's at Chumlee _.
Oh yeah, at Chumlee_ if you want to check me out on Twitter.
And win those shoes.
Go win those shoes, man.
Can I enter?
Yeah. It's not loaded though.
And we should mention, if you're in the Toronto area or around the city, Chumlee will be appearing this Thursday, Friday, and Sunday as well at Toronto's Fan Expo.
Die-hard fans coming to that for sure.
I'm excited, man. It's going to be a lot of people there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So come out.
What's the best part of being a celebrity for you?
Just the little perks, like, you know, not having to make a reservation for dinner, you know, just the little stuff. Going to the grocery store and talking to fans and just saying hi and just, you know, feeling appreciated, really. That's the best part
And
about it.
no longer having to say, would you like fries with that?
That was my favorite line.
It was, okay.
Thank you so much for dropping by.
Hey, thanks
Good
for
to
having
meet
me.
you.